Today in the studio, dude, I got a real special treat for you. A special one today. Justin Brock, the Medicare Guru.
What's up, man?
Now, I would read this because my team always goes and finds information about you, but this sounds almost like it was read or written by a collegiate graduate.
Yeah,
or,
man.
Or what am I thinking of the word? Justin Brock has taken the health and Medicare insurance industry by storm over the last 6 years and has become a pivotal icon that's bringing distant factions of the health insurance market together.
That's right.
Dude, that's a storyteller right there. Who wrote that? You?
I wrote that.
That's pretty good, dude. You're bringing different factions and you're pivotal. Dude, I know that you're definitely an influencer in that space, but my question is, why Medicare?
The compounding residual opportunity in Medicare, compounding residual income. A lot of people talk about residual income, but Medicare is one of the spaces that is growing the fastest with the best residual income opportunity that I can find.
So because of residual income.
Residual income. You build a business on something that pays you for years and years after you write an application, you're able to really grow and scale. And I think you know that. I've been around Lightspeed for a few days, and residual income is always a part of, a software company as well. So,
I've already discovered that. That's why I always like to say, if you want an RR on the headrest of your car, you got to get RR, which is residual or recurring revenue.
Yeah.
Money coming in every month for shit you did a long time ago. Why isn't everybody in the Medicare space?
I'm afraid they don't know about it. They think it's too complicated. A lot of people get recruited into the industry on the life insurance and financial services side because that seems more sexy. As sexy as insurance can be, it's in the money side. And so they're told by those people that have a vested interest in them staying on the hamster wheel, that's what I call the life side, that Medicare is hard. It's confusing. There's not a lot of money in it. And that's just not true. There is a lot of money in it.
What's the difference between Medicare and Medicaid?
Medicaid is for poor people. Medicare is for people that earned it.
That earned it.
Yeah. By working and paying their taxes like good Americans.
Medicaid is for poor people.
Medicaid is for poor people. Most of the time they didn't earn it. No money at all. Or children, which,
Is that like welfare assistance?
It would be more, it's definitely welfare assistance. Sometimes there's some overlap though.
I've probably made the mistake, and someone says, what kind of insurance you got? And I go, I don't know, Medicaid or something.
A lot of people do it.
I think it's like, who knows the difference between Medicare and Medicaid? Medicare is you bought it. Medicaid is you got it.
Yeah, Medicaid.
Put that on a fucking canvas.
That's it. Medicare is you bought it. Medicaid is you got it. That'd been a better answer to your question.
Hey, I should join the financial movement.
I'm telling you, everything you say, I'm going to put on a fucking canvas in the office.
You might have heard rumors. I'm going to get ready to start my own financial deal.
I have heard that.
Real Financial.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Real.
Tossing marquee. What's that got to do with anything?
I think it was a big M in the background.
Besides that, dude, it's Real Financial. Why?
Real.
Because, dude, people want shit real now, don't they?
Yeah.
They're tired of the nonsense. You want to chase your dreams or make them real?
I like it.
You want the fucking real truth? Everybody wants real nowadays. So I thought Real Financial.
Real Financial.
Where you get real policies.
Real results.
You get real solutions.
Yeah.
So Medicare Guru, they call you, because you're out there training all these people on how to produce recurring revenue with basically selling Medicare.
You sell, so Medicare itself doesn't cover everything. So there's supplemental policies, advantage plans. I'm sure you've seen the Joe Namath random commercials on TV talking about Medicare. He's talking about the plans that we sell. He just works for a large call center or is hired by them. We sell those plans and other ancillary products that come along and help beneficiaries be exposed to less risk. And
fill in the gaps.
Fill in the gaps. Yeah.
We used to call that in the car business etch. Yeah, where we etch your VIN number on the window and call it anti-theft because no one wants to break out all the windows and their VIN number's scratched into it, etched into it.
Right.
So we charged like $9.95 and it took us like 5 seconds just to etch the window. It's just profitable, but it's good. Yeah. Right. Is this profitable?
It's extremely profitable. Yeah.
What makes it so? Do the insurance companies pay you in advance and then as they pay their premium, you get a piece forever? Insurance
companies are historically bad at distributing their products. They're great at designing products and figuring out, oh, this is the solution. But typically, without sounding condescending to them, there are a lot of think tank smart guys, actuaries, people, mathematical people and corporate guys, they don't know how to get in front of the people. So we create the distribution channel. And that's what, when you're talking Real Financial or Medicare Gurus or any other group like that, we are the connect between the insurance company and the consumer.
Yeah, you're the seller.
Yeah. And the individual.
How come insurance companies don't go direct?
I think do
any of them go direct?
There are some that do, like, State Farm, Bankers Life and Casualty.
Well, you got to go see a State Farm agent, don't you?
You do have to, but he works specifically for State Farm. So when they go direct, they still use a sales channel.
I mean, like, if I want insurance from New York Life, why can't I just call New York Life? Why I got to call you?
Most of them won't do that. There are some direct-to-consumer brokerage channels where they do it on the internet and they don't really have an agent, even though they have an agent number and receive a commission. But those are, at this point, not extremely profitable because most people are not buying insurance on the internet yet.
So how old are you, dude?
33.
And where were you like 10 years ago?
The Marine Corps.
Semper Fi.
That's right.
Then after that?
7 years ago, 8 years ago, I got out of the Marine Corps and said, I'm going to try to do insurance. My dad did insurance.
So you already knew about it?
Yeah. My dad did insurance. He was doing pretty well. And I said, well, I'm going to try that because I want to make, good money. But I didn't realize he never really scaled it to its full potential. And when I got into it and realized how much reward there was on the back end, we've just decided there's limitless opportunity and we enjoy scaling it.
How much you make your first year?
First year, probably not much, 65, 70,000. And
which was pretty good back in what?
Oh, it was 1920? For me. It was great because I was coming out of the Marine Corps, making probably.
Dude, that was only 7 years ago, or no? Yeah, 7 years ago.
Yeah,
dude, you're just getting started.
Revenue this year will probably hit around 5 million for our company. We have two companies combined, but hit about 5 million. So.
And how many people you got working there?
We're at about 17 in office, but we have 452 downline agents.
What if I want to be an agent for you? What do I do?
You look us up on justinbrock.com.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what do I go get my insurance license and then sell?
What you're going to do is you're going to get your insurance license. You're going to go to Medicare Gurus to my Lightspeed VT system that we just set up. And you're going to get in there and start learning the stuff. And you can get as involved with us as you want to. It's loaded right now, actually. The core content got loaded this morning.
You're just going to keep adding to it?
We're going to add to it. It's going to be
basically it'll be everything you need to know to go kick ass selling insurance. What? Absolutely. Just Medicare or Medicaid or Medicare?
It's going to be. We're going to talk Medicare, health insurance, and then we divert into annuities and life. I mean, we're not stupid. We'll sell life insurance too. We just like to lead with Medicare, find the solution to the thing that people actually need help with, and then cross sell those other opportunities.
So give me your pitch. Like, let's say you met me. How do you start that conversation?
So let's say you're turning 65.
Oh, you got to be 65 or older?
65 or disabled. You can get disabled early and get Medicare before you turn 65, but we're targeting
65
people
to get Medicare?
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that? So you have 450 people out there basically working within your umbrella.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And why don't you have 4,500?
We're on the way.
So you're just building those.
Lightspeed's helping us. The infrastructure is very important. I mean, to be able to train, replicate, and duplicate is what you talked about yesterday. Other than saying if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. That was the other thing I took away. But when you talked about being able to replicate and duplicate the process, that's what we're trying to do it digitally. Because
when you say trying to do, you should change that word. That's what you're doing.
We're doing it.
Yeah, don't try to do shit because then you don't ever do it.
That's right.
Just try.
You're absolutely right. Marshall Silver told me that, and I don't know why I keep using that fucking word.
Well, words are powerful, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you spell a word, right?
Okay.
Don't you spell words?
Yes.
That's why they say you spell the word because it's a fucking spell.
Wow. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, so you got to be careful what you're saying to yourself.
Yeah.
You talk yourself right out of fucking all kinds of shit.
We quit trying shit a long time ago. We're doing it. Lightspeed's helping us do it right now. And we are going to keep doing it better and better so that we can squash out the competition.
Who is the competition?
Other people trying to distribute products that are doing it.
Shout out?
Yeah, I'll give them a shout out. No, I'm not going to do that. Most of my competition I'm friends with. I like competitors. I mean, it's fun to compete with other people. And I'm sure that some of the innovation that we're making right now is going to cause them to have to do better as well.
So you got out of the Marine Corps, you said, hey, Dad was selling insurance. Was he making pretty good dough? Did you grow up with a little loot in your pocket?
So I grew up when I was 10, my parents got a divorce. He was a carpet salesman at Sears. He got in.
Hey, you want to know something weird about carpet?
Tell me.
Residual income.
That's right. He wasn't doing terrible doing that, but
it doesn't matter. It sounds like he followed recurring revenue.
He did. So he actually got recruited into the AIG financial side, the life side, but he saw Medicare and he got into Medicare and started going after that. And when I got out of the Marine Corps, he was making about $350,000 a year, so he wasn't doing bad, but he just didn't know how much upside there was because he'd never built a team and actually solicited the help of other people. It was always him.
Or he spent his whole life trying.
He spent his whole life trying. Yeah, not doing.
That's right. That's right. Dude, did you have to go to war in the Marines?
I went to Iraq for 8 months.
Was that scary?
Yeah,
Were you in the rear with the gear? Were you up front?
We were doing all kinds of stuff. I was actually with a medevac unit, so we were doing a lot of flight planning and things like that. But we had some goofy stuff happen. The craziest story I could tell you that I had was a donkey-borne IED. These guys shoved an IED up a donkey's ass and then had it walk on our base and then detonated it. It didn't actually go off around anyone, so we just saw a donkey explode in the middle of the base. So that was kind of weird, We didn't let donkeys back on the base anymore, though.
Yeah. Why would you in the first place?
I don't know. I guess they just never imagined.
Don't ask, don't tell.
That's right. This was before the repeal, so.
Well, you didn't get to see any action though. You didn't get to see any crazy pink mist.
Thankfully, no. I didn't.
You think that messes with people's heads?
I think some of them, but listen, I listened to your Dan Crenshaw interview, and I agree 100% with him. There are veterans that went through real shit, and then there are a lot of them that are abusing the system that we've created, the VA system, and I view that as robbing it from the people that actually did see real shit. And so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I saw crazy stuff because I didn't.
I agree with the sentiment, but I disagree. Like if I'm in the military and I get fucking those benefits, then I don't give a fuck where I was. You put me there.
Yeah.
You put me in the back with the motherfucking gear and I just sat there and fucking doled out bullets to the people fighting.
Right.
Fuck you. I'm in the deal too, ain't I?
So here's where my discourse would be this. If they went to Iraq, I can agree with you. I've seen guys that went to Fort Benning, Missouri for 2 years and then got medically discharged for some shoulder injury that are getting more benefits than half the people I know that went to Iraq or Afghanistan.
Well, again, dude, that's fucked up government, but that's not the dude's fault.
It's not. It's the bureaucracy.
He joined knowing he gets these benefits, right?
Right. Yeah.
Why is he a motherfucker?
Hey, I agree.
Now? All he did is fucking did what he said. They kicked him out after 2 years with medical issues, and now he's taking advantage of the benefits. I wouldn't be mad at him. I'd be mad at the government.
I'm always mad at the government.
What I think should happen, just for everybody listening, is if you go to war and you lose a limb or you get any real injury, not I can't sleep at night because I'm remembering fucking blowing people up, like not to that level, but. And maybe that level. I don't know, because I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't imagine it. If I were over there, dude, and I had to kill people, I think if I came back, I'd be just fine. Why? I played too much Call of Duty, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do. It's a war. Like, it's a war. But the arm coming off, and then I come back, no more taxes.
Oh, for sure.
That's Definitely. That's how they do extra for the people like you're saying are really doing shit over there.
I agree.
Which I agree, because the people that are fucking really doing shit over there, the guy in the back or the guy in Fort Benning, he didn't do anything. He didn't really contribute, but he shouldn't be fucked out of his benefits.
Yeah.
But the person that did go over there and did get blown up or did get mentally
no taxes is a good
damaged
one.
Or something's a problem.
I don't even understand why that's an issue for them to just say tax waiver for life if you got a fucking limb blown off.
Well, because again, it's the government, dude. They're not that smart. But how about just no more taxes? You don't need to pay taxes, bro. You paid your fucking taxes for life by losing your leg for us.
Man, if I didn't have to pay taxes, I could hire like 10 more people right now.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? But you didn't lose a limb, bro.
That's true. Man.
I don't think the military should just not pay taxes anymore. Okay, you go over there, you come back, everything's fine. If I can get back to civilian life and let's roll.
Yeah.
I like to help those people transition too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of transitioning vets right
Honestly,
now.
it'd be a great opportunity for us. I'd love to find, more vets. We have one other Marine Corps vet on staff right now. He was actually a police officer and a Marine vet.
That scare you?
So no, that's awesome. We were
sniper.
So we have one other vet. I'd love to find more vets who want to do it. I wrote an article one time that was
when you just said
that.
I'd love to.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just do it?
You're right. Got to quit trying. Just do it.
Well, I mean, I'd love to find more vets. Dude, they're all fucking over the place.
Yeah.
Go talk to them. Recruit them.
You're right.
This sounds like an opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity.
Well, you popped out and started doing decent the first year. 60, 70, 80 grand you can live on.
Yeah.
It's getting harder now with the old fucking Biden administration.
Yeah.
Shit's going up, dude. I don't even know what's going on. Do you?
No, I don't.
Because, dude, there's some scary shit in my opinion.
Cyber attacks on pipelines.
No, way worse than that, bro.
Shit.
Way worse than that. They're bribing people with $1 million to take the old jabberoo.
Yeah.
Why? Well, because we need to all be protected from what? From the virus.
Yeah.
What virus?
I know.
COVID. You ain't heard? How do I know if I have it?
Dude, if
you got to go take a test.
If you turn,
you don't even know if you fucking have it, and we're shutting down the whole country, the whole world for it. You don't even know if you have it. You got to go take a test. And they got to tell you, you got it, bro. Go sit down. And then, by the way, I got it. What do I do? I just go home for 2 weeks. What the fuck is going on?
If you turn the news off, there is
no common sense here.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if all of a sudden people's eyes started bleeding and they fucking dropped over dead, I'd be like, get the fucking vaccine, motherfuckers. But there's nothing happening. And then they go, oh, people have died. Dude, people have died forever.
Right.
People will continue to die. What's the point? Well, they died of COVID. Why not fucking car crashes? Stop driving, motherfuckers. You're gonna have a lot of people die today. Stop the cars. Yeah. Like, why COVID? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's control.
And I shouldn't even be talking about it because then this thing's going to get suppressed and you ain't going to get no phone calls or nothing.
No, it's not going to get suppressed.
This will get deleted, bro.
Just don't put it on Facebook.
Just don't say VACC word. Yeah, apparently that's what they're
looking
AIs
for.
Are listening for.
Oh, we can't.
According to the Q people.
Yeah. QAnon.
Yeah, they're like, dude, you got to talk about it on dropping bombs because you got a big reach, but don't say this word, don't say this word because their AI listens to it and it'll fucking suppress you.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, I won't say that.
I'm right there with you. The QAnon people get a little far out there sometimes, but for sure, the whole thing, I think, is about control.
Let me tell you something, dude. Don't be surprised if one day everything they fucking said, it was 100% true.
Yeah.
Because it's
not
so
surprised by anything
far-fetched,
anymore.
no one would believe it. Well, again, that's usually when it's true.
Yeah.
When it's like, no way, and bam, sure is. Now, Michelle supposedly has a dick. You've heard that, and you've seen the video of her dancing on Ellen, and there's something in that fucking those pants, dude. There's something doing that. It looks like a dick. Now, could it be manipulated? Video? I don't know. Yeah, so I can't necessarily believe it. And if that's the case, well, then the kids, they're not necessarily theirs. And then you ever see that picture of Obama and Mike back in the day, back in college? You guys haven't seen this shit?
Yeah, not Obama and Mike who? Michelle Obama?
They're saying Michelle Obama is this dude named Mike, where Obama and Mike were besties in college. And you go look at fucking pictures of Obama and this dude Mike.
Yeah.
There's records of them being there. It's real. There's pictures. You look at the pictures of fucking Mike, dude. It looks like Michelle's brother.
Wow.
Personally, it's like, whoa. Now, could that be manipulated? Could be. I don't know.
We don't know.
But I don't even care either. Good for them. I'm glad they're happy. Motherfucker made president of the United States. She was the first lady. Like, dude, that if you were I don't even know. It's like a trans. If you're a trans, wouldn't your goal be to be the first lady?
Yeah.
So good for them. I don't even care. What I do care about is why you want me to get vaccinated so badly that you're offering $1 million. And I just said vaccinated. Why do you want me to get vaccinated so badly? Well, so we're all protected. Protected from what? From the virus. The virus we have to go and get a test to see if we have. And then even if we do, we go home for 2 weeks until it goes away.
Yeah.
And it's a mad rush to get vaccinated, and nobody like thinks like that's weird. Like, to me, it's just screaming, this is fucking weird.
Absolutely.
And then like nothing makes sense. And I'm not a Q person. I'm a fucking common sense person.
Well, you're just somebody that raises questions and
common sense tells you if you have to go check to see if you have a deadly fucking virus, then it isn't a fucking deadly virus. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how you know if you have a deadly virus? Because
die.
people are fucking dying around you left and right when they get it. And it's tested, and yes, they got it. That's not the case, dude. When people are dying of COVID, they could have died of anything and been suspected of COVID, and it would have been a COVID death. You guys know that? Where you guys live?
Tupelo, Mississippi.
That's why.
Yeah, nothing. It doesn't exist.
You motherfuckers ain't heard shit yet.
We're pretty much doing things normally around Tupelo.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, you guys live under a rock, and it's like, no, dude, we live in Tupelo.
No, man, Tupelo.
You live where fucking Elvis was, right?
Yeah. Well, he came here. Two people ended up here from Tupelo, me and Elvis.
That's right. Well, at least you made it out. Congratulations.
Right. No, it's fun, man.
I hear Tupelo, Mississippi's sweet.
It's a good place.
Little town.
Yeah, you should come by.
I'm going to. Dude, I am really starting Real Financial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to come out. Real Financial. I'm telling. That's actually an awesome name. That's better than Marquee.
Will that be a competitor to you or no?
No, man.
Okay, good. And even if we were, we can still be friends.
We be friends. I'm friends with all my competitors.
Good. Well, that's the way I am.
Yeah.
Like when I came out with my training a long time ago, I went and just closed all the other trainers and let them use my software. And was like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll make more money together than I will against.
That's how our industry is, the financial services industry. You can work with people that are doing their own thing and complement one another too. So
yeah. Well, so you look like, you studied and you took shit seriously and you're like freaking quasi professional.
I try to be, but it's
almost like, he wants to be the like shave and tie guy, but cause that's the old school business.
Yeah.
But you realize that like nowadays that's kind of lame. So you're unbuttoning the tie, growing out the hair a little bit, being cool.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be a little brave. I gotta be on dropping bombs. I gotta be able to appeal to, people,
but
the real people.
I think there's a little dash of like bookworm in you.
Oh,
where you actually do know all your shit.
We do know
when
you
say we, I know there's a company, but how about you?
Yeah, I know my shit. I wrote 72 applications myself in 1 week in 2017, and I've written over 100 in 1 week myself. Now I don't personally write any business. I just have agents that I work with and train.
Yeah, but when you say everyone thinks it's complicated, it probably is. You just went and figured it out, and now you have an easy way of explaining it so people can follow the steps you've created and pretty much succeed.
Dude, I believe that your income is directly correlated with the complexity of the problems that you solve. And so if somebody tells you that Medicare is too hard and that's why you shouldn't pursue it, if they're telling you only to solve easy solutions, you're only going to get easy solution income. And so we want to teach you how to solve a real problem. That's a problem for a ton of people in the country. And then when you solve that problem, you can get massive residual revenue.
Well, dude, that statement I have to question only because of the pool noodle.
The pool noodle.
Yeah, like, dude, a lot of people made a lot of money with no fucking complicated solutions. It's a fucking pool noodle.
Here's the complex part of that.
You ever seen Crocs?
Here's the complex part of that.
Rubber clogs.
Here's the complex part of that. Here's my rebuttal is they had to figure out how to get everybody to fucking buy the pool noodle.
No, they didn't.
They didn't? People just wanted the pool noodle?
That's called marketing.
Yeah, marketing. That's the complexity solution.
It was not complex. And you said that you have to have a complex problem to get complex money. No, you don't.
I believe
you can literally solve the littlest problem and become a fucking billionaire.
Right. I believe that for the typical person that is going from zero to hero, if they learn real practical shit where they can solve real problems that people in America have.
See, real financial.
Real financial. Real is a good word, man, because it's real.
That's right.
But when you take those people and show them how to solve real problems, they're going to be able to get a seat at the table of higher income faster than going and trying to create the next pool noodle.
Dude, if I were you, since you're in the Marine Corps, how come you're not all big and into the vet helping thing? Like, dude,
I would love to be.
There's transitioning vets every single day that don't know what the fuck to do.
all the vets that are watching you, I mean, I want them to reach out to us because we can show them how to make real revenue. I actually believe, they talk about 22 people a day kill themselves, veterans kill themselves. And I think a lot of that is because they just haven't found something to give them purpose after the military. And I happen to believe that what gave me purpose was getting into the industry and being like, shit, I can grow a real culture, a real team. I can make real income. I can take care of my kids ways I never thought I could before, take care of my wife ways I never thought I could before. And if they could do that, I think that they'd quit killing them fucking their self.
Yeah. So. Well, if I were you, even from Tupelo, I'd start reaching out to all the veteran associations saying, listen, I want to, gift or give scholarships to Medicare University, or what is it called?
Medicare Gurus University.
Medicare Gurus University. Give it.
Yeah.
Or, partially give it or something. Because the problem with giving things away is then people don't value them. They don't use them. So you don't really want to give it away. But like transitioning vets, I know some people when they got out, I was like, dude, you mean people don't know what to do? They're like, yeah. I'm like, why don't they just fucking go get a job? And, they're done. Thank you for your service. Put away your uniform. Now, boom, we're back to life. I just don't have to report anymore. So now let me go get a job. Let me start figuring out what all this is about. But they don't. They're like stuck, and then they get depressed, and then they're like, they go get some labor job, and next 10 years they're fucking working as a landscaper somewhere. When in reality,
they need to be doing what we're doing.
Well, dude, what's a normal guy make after a couple years doing what you do?
I have multiple people that are making $250,000, $300,000.
That's where life begins, dude. If you're not making $250,000, you're not really living.
Yeah.
I mean, you're alive, but you're not really living. Yeah. I mean, dude, 250 is not even really living anymore.
No,
honestly, that's coming from me. I'm jaded, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you the more you make, when you get to 250, you think this isn't as much as I thought. I need to make more.
That's right.
But 250 is a great stepping stone for sure.
Well, dude, you're comfortable. You can help people financially. You can help yourself financially.
You're not having to worry about how to pay your bills or take care of your family.
Unless you're overspending. Yeah. But yeah. So like, let's get people to 250.
Yeah.
Now, Medicare Gurus University can do that.
It can.
But someone has to get a license or something, right?
They do. And we talk about that in the course. Can felons get
licenses?
There's more to that question for sure. So
it's either a yay or a nay, or sometimes.
Typically it's very difficult. So felons are going to have a hard time.
Felons need not apply. Felons, we don't want you.
Yeah. Now, misdemeanor past offenses, DUI, stuff like that, we find that all the time. But, if somebody has a real felony, that's a big deal.
Yeah, but there's people with felonies. And what's crazy is, dude, there's people with felonies that you wouldn't expect to have a felony. And the felony was kind of stupid in the first place.
Yeah.
But I believe that they throw out felonies quickly, as much as they can, believe it or not, so that you lose your right to bear arms. Because, the government doesn't want us to have all those fucking weapons, right?
Right.
So if you're a felon, you don't get weapons. Nope, no more weapons. So they can throw a felony on you because you had a freaking sack of weed in your car, or you got found with some coke or something.
Yeah.
Boom, felon. Okay, lose. It's just to take your gun away and your rights away. Now you're kind of like they got their thumb on you as a felon. I think personally, once you do your prison time, you paid the fucking debt, bro. You're back to normal.
Yeah.
Now don't do it again. And then 3 strikes, you're out. Like, I like that 3 strike rule, but I don't like it if you like, it was 3 dumb ones. Yeah. But like,
some different level.
Some dude does 3 serious fucking things. Yeah. Dude, you're a lifer.
And there should be a level above regular felony. If somebody's, raping somebody or killing people, then that's a different level than, getting found with too much.
I call it violent.
Yeah. Violent.
If you have a violent offense, you should be put somewhere else. Like, you're not in society.
Right.
You lie on your taxes and get caught. Mm-hmm. Fuck, you took a shot. Boom. See you later, dude. You're a felon. Well, you lied on your taxes. You know how many motherfuckers did that and didn't get caught?
Right.
Matter of fact, certain states, weed was a felony not too long ago, right? And now it's almost legal everywhere.
Yeah.
So there's people in prison with a felony on their record for weed. Legal. And it is completely fucking legal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's bullshit.
It should be exonerated.
It should be done. And not only that, if you went to prison for it, you paid your fucking dues, bro. Get out, get your guns back, get your votes back, get jobs can't freaking discriminate. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I'll hire a fucking felon. I don't care.
Yeah,
but the insurance company won't.
Yeah, right now, no. I mean, it probably depends in the future. If the felony was related to...
it's financial services, dude. They'll be liable if they let someone with a felony do that and then they fraud somebody.
They are getting more lenient on things related to weed, though.
All right, so no felons, folks. No felons. You can be a pothead, though, apparently.
You might be able to be a pothead.
Okay, so weed smokers unite.
A huge pothead, and he's doing great. Yeah. So
okay, there you go. Weed smokers unite, and who else needs to unite? Dude, I'm trying to get people to understand, look, if you guys ain't making $200,000 a year, hit this dude up.
Well, and the cool thing about ours, too, let's say you don't want to do insurance forever. Say you think that's stupid.
Who wouldn't? Who cares?
I agree. But say somebody has that in their head where that's not what they want to do. They want to make it opening a fucking dispensary or something. Oh, well. Get into insurance, and then because of the residual recurring revenue, you can build a practice for 3 or 4 years, hire a couple of people to nurture it, and then you can go do whatever you want to after that.
Yeah, but if you open a dispensary, dude, you're raking in the money.
Well, let's open one.
There's a million people with one already.
That's what I feel.
Are you a little late?
That's what I feel. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that still want to open one, but they're a little bit late to that gold rush, I think. So let's.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but I seem to see a fucking dispensary every block.
Yeah.
You know, what's mine going to be? You know what it'll end up becoming?
What?
The nearest one to your house or your work.
Yeah. It's just like a liquor store, man.
Yeah.
The one on the way home.
Yeah. Like let's say I was a weed smoker and I took off out of here and there was one right at the end of this street. Well, dude, that's the one I'm going to use. I'm not going clear across town because you got a better one.
Right. No, I do the same
And not
thing.
only that, I mean, if you ask me, they all carry the same shit, don't they?
Well, so it's goofy though, because my wife will drive across town because one wine store she likes is cleaner on the inside, but I'm going to the one that's at the corner on the way to the house.
Does she have nothing to do?
She has nothing to do. I do. So that's probably what it is. No, she has things to do. They're just different. So, and she has a little more freedom.
Why would she waste all that time because it's cleaner?
I don't know. Preference.
Maybe she's just particular.
I'm more like you. Time Nazi. I'm going to go to the convenient one. She's very particular. So there are some people that might go to the dispensary across town, but the dispensary thing, I think, and I see that a lot. People want to do something cool, want to open an exotic car dealership, whatever it is. That's great. But what I'm saying is there's a real massively growing opportunity. The number of Medicare beneficiaries is going from 50 to 70 million in the next 5 years. So it's a massively growing market. And if they lower the age for Medicare to go down to 60, which I don't agree with, but if they do, that market's going to explode even more.
Why don't you agree with it?
I don't agree with doing anything they can't pay for. So if they can figure out a way to pay for it, then that's fine. But I don't agree with pay for Medicare because Medicare.
Well, doesn't the customer pay for it?
No. Not always. Most of the time, the customer's
not
paying.
So you're selling something that the customer doesn't pay for?
I'm selling the product that goes along with Medicare. Medicare itself is provided by the government.
So tell me how it works.
Okay, so Medicare is typically 80-20.
Okay, let's say I'm 65.
You're 65.
Pitch me.
You need Medicare supplements to come in.
Let's role play. Ready?
Let's role play. Go.
How you doing, Sonny?
All right. Brad, how are you doing? I saw you.
Oh, shit, I'm doing dandy.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah, I know you. Well,
Family came out last week.
Yeah?
That was nice to see.
Well, that's great, Brad. Well, I hadn't seen you in a long time, but I saw you were turning 65, and I wanted to...
65?
65.
Your records are all fucked up, son. I'm 82.
Oh, well, shit. We need to figure out what you already have then.
What do you mean?
Well, you're Medicare right now. What do you have? You have like Aetna or Mutual of Omaha helping you with your Medicare?
I don't even know.
You don't know?
Nope.
Well, we're going to set up an appointment and have somebody come over and look at it. I call this a dead role play, right? This is the guy that don't know shit.
Yeah. All right. I got Aetna.
You have
Aetna.
Aetna.
I'm glad I met you.
Yeah. Well, Aetna is a great company. It's one of the companies we work with. What are you paying for Aetna?
$420.
$420.
Oh,
Jesus.
I thought I didn't pay.
No, you didn't. Well, you were paying $420 right there.
I ain't paying shit.
You ain't paying shit? Well, you have that zero
you
premium
said government
plan.
pays me.
Well, the government pays for your Medicare itself.
That's what I'm talking about,
Aetna
aren't we?
Comes along and supplements.
So there's
the
no
Medicare.
such thing as plain Medicare.
There is, but it's bad because there's an unlimited 20% coinsurance on it. Meaning, if you go into the hospital and you have $1 million bill, you're going to be out $200,000.
Okay, so you come along and you say, "Look, let me supplement your Medicare policy with this other policy."
We cover the $200,000. We're covering the 20% uncapped coinsurance.
Gotcha.
That's the big part of it.
Yeah, so you're chasing Medicare. Everyone's got Medicare already, right?
Yeah, we're looking for the people that have Medicare or are getting Medicare right now.
I got
And we're educating them on how Medicare works.
Here's my prediction for y'all business. It's in trouble.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, the managed.
It is if those vaccinations are problematic in a year. You know why? Because isn't it weird how COVID is wiping out the old and obese?
So that is a concern though, because you're talking about like Bill Gates level genocide trying to get rid of.
Well, not only that, dude, but who do they owe all the money to? The people that paid Social Security their whole fucking lives. Now they're older, and now there's some fucking disease that's wiping out the old folks. They don't have the money to pay them.
But they're also going to lower that.
That's conspiracy.
That's
shit.
conspiracy.
Just for the record, folks, I'm just saying the conspiracy. I don't believe all that.
But there's the potential that there's some truth to that. I mean, we don't fucking know.
So that's why I'm saying, what if you guys are in trouble? Because guess what? In a year and a half, all the old people, all the elderly, all the freaking 55 plus people, boom, they drop dead. People say, what happened? Right. It's the second wave.
Yeah.
Get your vaccinations. and in reality, it was the vaccinations.
Dude, I mean,
it took a year because right now
the ripple effect of that is like catastrophic to tons and tons of industries.
Well, I've read reports where like, the trials on animals for these current vaccinations, the animals lasted fine for about a year and then they started plopping dead. So
it's all like, old people getting the vaccination. I mean, you're right, but they are also
but what if they all disappeared?
Well, that would suck, dude. That would fucking suck.
You'd have to switch.
Well, we have a good sales apparatus.
You'd have to go to life.
We'd go to life and annuities right away. We'd pivot. Luckily, we have a good brand name, and we've built that, and so we would be able to pivot pretty quickly.
Dude, that ain't going to happen.
And I don't think it's going to happen either. And the Medicare the Medicare buy-in or age lowering is going to happen over time. And so you're going to see that group get larger just because they're allowing more people into it. It's like you were shocked. You said you have to be 65 to have Medicare. In probably 5 or 10 years, it'll be age 60. Everybody 60.
Well, that should be good for you.
It will be good for us.
Why are you against it then?
Well, I'm not necessarily good. If I sold vaccines, that'd be good for me for everybody to get the vaccine, but I'm not necessarily for everybody going and getting the vaccine either. You know what I mean? There's principle and there's money, and I love money, but I don't want to do it at the expense of my ethics and what I believe in.
You believe in 60-year-olds don't deserve it?
No, I believe that if they offer it to them, they should have to pay a tiered structure into it because they haven't paid as much time.
You just don't like they would get it free.
I don't want them to get it for free. I don't think anybody should get something for free that somebody else had to wait until they were 65 and work all those extra years to get it and pay for it. Yeah. I mean, they paid for it in taxes.
Now, these supplemental policies that you place with these folks, who underwrites all that?
In major insurance carriers, Aetna, Humana, United Healthcare.
So you're selling their products?
Yes. We're the distribution arm for them.
Yeah. And you have to find your own leads or do they have websites where they shovel you leads?
I mean, you can buy leads. We try to create our own leads because most people that are selling leads, other than you guys, have an interest in a lead company that I'm interested in talking to you about and we talked about yesterday. And there are some good lead companies, but I'm quoted as saying yesterday's best lead vendor is tomorrow's worst lead vendor. Now, they don't all have interactive video, so that's a new concept. But we like to generate our own leads, via branding, telemarketing, whatever it is, where we own the lead flow and we know that lead's not being sold to 15 people. That's a big problem in the lead world. You buy a lead from somebody that gets it and they'll sell it to you for $30. But then they'll turn around and say, okay, now it's a B lead. I'm going to sell it to 5 more people for $10.
How fast?
Pretty damn quick. Sometimes 24 hours,
Well, do they tell you that's what's happening?
Fine print, for sure. Some of them probably don't tell you, and they should be.
That's just raping the market. If you ask me, if I got this person right here, and I say, this person wants insurance, and I sell it to you, I say, you don't want me to sell it to anybody else, it's $100.
Yeah.
If you want it, it's $10, but you can have it for 10, you can have it for 10, and you can have it for 10. And whoever sells them, but they're looking for insurance.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Well, and there are lead vendors that do that. They're typically $60 to $70 a lead in the Medicare space, and you're buying real-time exclusive lead flow. But it's few and far between because they figured out they could make more money and they are screwing that market up for themselves.
Have you ever ran those leads and like closed deals? I mean, I'm sure they closed or people wouldn't continue to buy leads.
Yeah, man. I've closed deals from every lead vendor because, if you can sell and communicate effectively what you're trying to do, you can sell every level of lead. But there is a higher quality lead. And we found that the highest quality leads are ones we develop. And that's something we train on. So in Medicare Gurus University on Lightspeed now, we'll train.
Yeah, but that shouldn't, that can't, you can't generate enough.
You can't. You got to spend a lot of money. Now, for people that join our hierarchy, we're normally going to plug them into telemarketed or Facebook programs that generate some lead flow for them.
Yeah.
So they have plenty to go
off. It's called
prospecting.
Prospecting.
Prospecting, yeah.
Yeah, so you teach them to find their own leads so they're not dependent on buying them. But if I were in the business, and by the way, I'm about to be, I would be educating people. But I'd go do it first just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. But in my mind, I would say you do both. Like, give me those leads, and I'm going to prospect, and I'm going to freaking start a podcast, and I'm going to start a personal brand, and I'm going to get a fucking Super Bowl commercial, and I'm going to, just get attention. I do insurance, folks.
Yeah.
I do insurance. You need insurance? You need insurance? Anybody need insurance? That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's not just prospecting. It's going to be prospecting. It's going to be buying leads. Because the whole goal is obviously volume, right?
Well, you have to, you're talking about putting enough attention out on what you're doing so that people are reaching out to you. And that's what we do. But then we also have to buy, like you said, there's not enough inbound. So we have to buy additional lead flow to support the agent force.
Yeah. Because if you just went to 4,500 agents because the podcast dropped and you had a bunch of veterans go, dude, I'm going to try this out. And you had a bunch of other people go, dude, I'm going to go call this dude and start selling insurance.
Right. We would have to have a scalable lead flow. So we would use
the
most scalable lead flow systems out there right now.
You have to buy leads, bro.
Yeah, and we do that.
And you have to buy them from me.
I will buy them from you. That's where Real Financial and Medicare Gurus unite right there.
That's right. Real Financial is going to generate our own leads and buy our own leads.
And I want to buy some of your leads.
So Real Financial will also pay Sales Hammer.
I don't want to buy your leads, Brad. Just put it down. I'll give you my credit card number right now. You start selling me leads. Just get them on tap.
Fair enough. That's how it works.
That's how it works, man.
Yeah, because like most of the business we're doing is like companies that just every month they buy, 10 grand, give them to their team. 10 grand, give them their team. Some of them do like $4 million a year in leads, buying leads.
Yeah.
But they're also making $200 million a year selling those leads.
Right.
And you said the problem with the lead business is, what'd you say the problem was?
Yesterday's best lead vendor is today's worst. They're always changing.
Well, again, I'm just getting I'm new into it, so I don't know everything, but I do see that. But I also see pussy salesmen.
Oh, definitely.
You give someone 1,000 leads and they call the first 5 and they're not fucking interested. Or someone said, stop calling me, you fuckers. There's 9 of you have called me so far.
Yeah.
And they're like, these leads are garbage. And they fucking only called 5 of the motherfuckers. Shut up, dude. It's called work.
Absolutely.
Like, pick up the phone and start calling the rest of them. You got to get through all 1,000 of those before you can judge that batch of leads.
Yeah.
What if the last 40 people you called close? Well, that means you paid $1,000 for the lead and you made $40,000. I'd be wanting to fucking get I'd want to get a batch every day.
Yeah.
But most people don't do that. They look at the 5 and they're like, these leads are garbage, and they talk themselves out of fucking selling anything.
Yeah, it's all mental, man.
Those are average folks.
They are, and that's not the people we're looking for, but we have to comb through a shitload of them.
Do you mean you should partner in training people?
We do it. I can train a fucking agent.
You need my juice in there.
I need the technical. I'll do the technical stuff, and you tell them how to not be a pussy.
Exactly. Because that's the bottom line.
That is the bottom line.
Plus, if you're working for me and I'm giving you those leads and I have to buy them, shut the fuck up and call. That's what I'm paying you for. Call those motherfuckers. Say this.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
Yeah.
Now you do it. And then boom, a year from now, you'll be looking back telling some new kid to do it. Right. So just work. That's the problem.
Yeah,
most people don't want to work.
And you said it yesterday.
That? Gave myself a bomb.
That's what you should. And most people are like you said yesterday. I don't want to work hard.
Hell no.
And I don't want to work hard forever either. But
not forever.
But you have to put the hard work in for a little while.
You were raised so well that you have a problem saying you don't want to work hard.
I do have a problem with it, but I don't want to work hard forever.
But you know why though?
Why?
Well, because that's what you've been indoctrinated with.
Yeah.
Your dad, hard work, son. Everybody in your family, hard work. Who's been talked about? Who's ever said that?
We have a family of carpenters.
Right. We're all told hard work. Now, again, just use common sense. Look around the world at the hardest workers. Now, and this is by maybe my definition or skewed perception, but the hardest workers are always the poorest.
Yeah. No, for real.
Yeah. So like I'm supposed to work hard, but yet all the hard workers are fucking broke.
Yeah.
Just listen, dude, be grateful for a job, keep your mouth shut. And in 20 years, you're going to get a retirement check.
And then they don't even get the fucking check.
All you need to do, son, is hard work. If you just put that work in, you'll get where you want to go. No, hard work is all it takes.
I completely agree. I think when I take a new agent and I'm saying you want to get to where we are right now, you're going to have to put in some hard work for a little while.
I disagree.
To get to another level. You don't have to. You just
has
said
there been a financial rep in the world ever get blisters from fucking writing so many policies?
So we have to differentiate hard work.
Hard work is like blisters and calluses and your backs hurting and you're fucking dirty and sweaty and you have scrapes on you.
So that wouldn't be my dad that would tell me this. It would be my Paw would tell me, that unless I have blisters on my hands and I picked up, 48 sacks of shingles.
You're tired. Up a ladder. You're tired of the day.
I've done that work.
You just want to go home and lay on the couch.
That work sucks. Have you ever been?
That's hard work.
Have you ever been mentally tired from a day though?
Sure.
It's not the same.
Again, you're mentally tired.
Yeah, it's not the same. You're right. I get it. Shit. We need to differentiate these terms though, because somebody does have to put in the contact work.
It might be monotonous and it might be, aggravating, but it's not hard.
It's not hard.
Sales isn't hard, bro.
We've just recently brought on a couple of guys that worked in a furniture factory for 10 years. And when you bring them in, they know that it's not hard work, but they also struggle with the mental side of making those contacts and facing rejection over and over and over again.
Well, again, that's mental though.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying it's not hard.
Dude,
mentally.
I've carried shingles up on a roof all day long and had fucking fiberglass in my hands, and that fucking sucks. And I know I would never do that.
By definition, that's what I'm defining hard work as.
That sucks. I'll never do that.
Can you agree? You don't.
Dude, I don't
like hard work.
I don't mow my yard. I don't like hard work. Who does? Only an idiot would like hard work.
See, your son just said he don't like hard work.
No, I pay people to do all kinds of shit at my house. I paid a guy the other day to change the light bulbs on the front porch because I didn't want to fucking get on a ladder.
Dude, I don't know if there's a service, but I've always been interested in either starting a company because anytime I'd buy something, I think that should be a company. But like if I could pay some dude or girl, I don't care. Actually, a girl preferably. If I could pay someone to come over to my house with a ladder and the filters and the light bulbs, all the right light bulbs
and filters.
Yeah, once a month, come over. Yeah. Are there any? If you come over and there's no bulbs out and there's nothing to replace, it's $50 for a visit and go away.
I have 2 dogs and we pay somebody to come pick the dog shit up in the backyard.
Dude, that's a norm.
But why not? Why that person should say, hey, we have a bulb and filter service. Add it on. You're coming to my house twice a week anyway.
Well, that's very smart, and most people don't think like that. But when I go talk to roofers and solar people, and I'm talking to them about sales, I say the same shit. I'm like, guys, you're knocking on the fucking door. How come you ain't their pool company too?
Yeah.
We're not a pool company. Yeah, but you notice their pool's fucked up. Why don't you make a relationship with a pool company and say, give me 20% and I'll fucking tell you where these dirty ass pools are.
We're talking,
or give me 25% and I'll sell the job for you. You just deliver it.
We're talking vertical integration. It'd be like me becoming the marketing company where I have paid marketing services for my downline agents as well. So I'm actually making money on the marketing side as well. It's like us making money on the technology side by being able to sell our technology to people that aren't in our hierarchy.
Yeah, but you should be.
We're working on, we are doing that.
Yeah. If you do it right, believe it or not, your 450 agents are your customers.
Yeah. That's what I need to talk to you more about. How to make that happen.
And then pretty soon you're going to want to have 45,000.
I want it 45,000
agents, and they're all happy up underneath the, Medicare Guru umbrella. What's the company called? Medicare Guru?
Yes, Medicare Gurus. So people called me the Medicare Guru, and I said, I want to train everybody else to be Medicare Gurus. So we are, as a company, the Medicare Gurus.
But are you a training company or are you an insurance company?
We have our own individual distribution arm, but as a company, we are a training company. And the way that we can create the revenue off of that is from people paying us consulting or course fees, or they can join our hierarchy and we can make override off of and have a vested interest in training. It's like when I talked to you about Lightspeed and you said, hey, you can do $2 per account per month, or you can do 80-20. And I said, let's do 80-20 because I want you to have a vested interest in my success. Mm-hmm. So at some point, people are paying me for training, but I say, hey, you can join my hierarchy, and now I have an extreme vested interest in your success. The more successful you are, the more money I make.
So you train them to just go do it, and if they're stars, you give them a structure that they can join.
Absolutely.
Make it easy. Plug them in.
It's a cultivating process. You know, some of them, maybe I don't want to be in my hierarchy. They're not working hard, but I'm okay with them paying me for a course, you know.
What are your core values at the Medicare Gurus?
Core values are smart, hungry, humble, which we pretty much stole from Patrick Petrosini from The Ultimate Team Player. You read that book?
I like smart, hungry. The word humble, they call me literal Lee.
Yeah.
So when I look up the word humble, the definition is just not appealing to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that, oh, he's sweet and kind and considerate. Humble means that you have a low opinion of yourself.
Is that what it means? We have to change the fucking core values, guys. We got to take humble off of there.
Definition of humble.
As an adjective, it means having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Oh, wow. That's not a good definition.
Why should you have a low opinion of your importance? Like fucking no.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you should have a high opinion of your importance. Now, you shouldn't be arrogant. There's a difference. So when someone says be humble, I agree with what people think humble means.
Yeah.
But when I look up the word humble, I'm like, well, shit, I don't want to be humble. I don't think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But who am I to judge? And if the Bible says be humble, which I think it does.
In some words,
I don't know. I got to go check on that. But well, then I don't know. I don't want to be a false prophet.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I think that the definition that we think of, you know, humble meaning would be, you know, not
kind, considerate,
being considerate, you know, and actually wanting to do right by others in the process in that hungry process. So hungry and humble don't actually go together in the sense of the way we feel that they do. So when we think of our core values, we're thinking, I want someone to be hungry and humble. And so that combination of saying like, hey, look, I'm not boastful and crazy about, you know, where I am in the world, but I am hungry for more. And so it's that combination. We had an issue with, you know, early on, I read the book by Chet Holmes. I can't remember what it's called, but he talks about hiring people with egos so big they're hard to control. But like I'm in your office, right? And you don't do that. You hire smart, hungry, and humble by my definition people that make great team players, and that's why you have a great culture here. If you hire people like you have a big ego, and that's good, but if everybody in here had this gigantic ego, it wouldn't work.
I don't have a big ego.
I have a big ego.
I don't have an ego. I think your ego is not your amigo.
Okay.
I think ego is what you develop when you're actually insecure.
Okay.
You're actually not as confident as you're pretending. And so then you develop an ego to protect your inner self because here's
what I think I should assign you a task of creating a Brad Lea dictionary of terms where you redefine it. And
it doesn't have to be Brad Lea's dictionary. It's the dictionary. Define
ego.
Ego means a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance.
Yeah, don't you think you have you have a high esteem or high importance?
Yes.
So you have an ego.
Okay.
So listen. So we're going to agree to disagree. We're going to
hold on.
I get a bomb.
I stand corrected. No, that ain't a bomb. That's a cheer.
That's a cheer.
Here's a bomb.
There you go.
And I'll give you one of those.
So listen,
you just don't want one of these.
I learned something though from you too. You should get a cheer for correcting me on humble. I'm literally considering changing that because I don't like the textbook definition of it.
Well, don't go against the grain, son.
Don't go against the grain.
Okay.
I'm overthinking it.
Just float.
Keep going.
Don't challenge.
You know, I did like.
Do not push back. Do not question.
I did like just your core values on the wall. All were number one.
Listen. Even a dead fish can go with the flow. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anytime, like when you said earlier, you said you question things. That's right. I question things. And that's what I recommend people do. Question everything. You know, you can be skeptical. It's 100% okay. Like someone walks in and says, hey, this is how you do it. You go, is it? Is it how you do it?
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing it for 5 years. Look at my results. Interesting. That is great. Is there a better way to do it?
Yeah.
No, there's no better way of doing it. Why do you say that? Like, because have you checked? Like, be curious.
Right.
And question shit. But dude, I'm glad you came only because, dude, there's a lot of people going to listen to this, probably going to find their way to your doorstep and get themselves a real job. or a real career.
I'd love to find more of the veterans too.
It's not a job. It's a career. Why do I say that? Well, because they don't, they could become your W-2 employee, but more than likely they're going to become their independent business under your business support.
Yep.
And you've got the best products to represent. There's people in the world that need it and buy it on a regular basis. All you have to do is put in the work. Well, you got to know what you're doing, but you got the training for that.
Right.
So folks, if you're listening and paying attention and you're not making, I'd say a couple $100,000 a year, then go check out Justin Brock. And it's justinbrock.com.
Go to justinbrock.com, or our Lightspeed is going to be active probably very soon, and that'll be medicaregurus.com.
Yeah, and you got to quit saying Lightspeed, dude.
Yeah.
My name, I put your name on it for a reason.
That's right.
It's Medicare Gurus University.
So it's our Medicare Gurus University is going to be live very soon. It's medicaregurusu.com.
So folks, share this out. If you don't need the work and you don't need the information, doesn't mean someone else that you know wouldn't just love it. Besides that, it takes me higher in the ratings. Come on, man. Blow me up. Till next time, keep it real.
Dropping bombs with the real Brad Lea.